Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird brain, it's a plane, it's iWalter. Yes, it's iWalter, strange visitor from another planet who came to Earth with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men. iWalter, who can change the course of mighty rivers, bend ears with his annoying voice, and who disguised as Walter Interranti, mild-mannered janitor for a great metropolitan newspaper, fights a never-ending battle for truth, nonsense, and the American way. And now, another exciting episode in the adventures of iWalter.
All right, this is Walter from iWalter. And I do have my guest on, at least on the phone tonight. We're giving this a shot, and if it seems pretty good and I get more than 5 or 10 listeners, I will go over his house and meet Toby, his cat, and the other cats and his fiance. So anyway, I'm going to introduce Paul Ford Green. You know, Ford, like spelled like the motor company. He's my guest tonight. So usually when I have guests, I actually have more listeners that way. So I'm giving this a shot. Paul, what do you have to say?
Hello. Hi. This is Paul. I'm a man of many cats.
And
I love cookies. Huh?
And you play harmonica.
I like the harmonica.
Yes. See, that's a lot. And,
yes.
And you like the Blues Brothers.
Yes, I love the Blues Brothers. Yep.
So,
you can find me on YouTube. Huh?
No, yes, you can find Paul. It's Paul Ford Green. That's his full name. You can find him on YouTube, you said?
You can find that off of YouTube. Yes, correct.
Yeah, so you can find Paul on there. I work with Paul now for at least another week, and then he's leaving me. He found somebody better. No, I'm just kidding. Moving somewhere else. Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. See, people, when they start working with me, they decide to leave and go elsewhere. So, unfortunately, I don't know. I just have that way with people. Paul did see last week with his fiancée. That's why he couldn't do the show. He went and seen Joker, which I thought it was really good, but I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great movie.
I think he was.
Yes. I warned a couple people during the week about, they got to see it, or else I'm going to tell them to spill the guts, spill the beans.
Well, I don't blame you either. Now, I looked at it. It didn't hit the $3 million mark last night like I expected, but it's really
$100 million mark. Okay.
Yeah, 300. It's up to about 280 something, $280 million, something like that. It's getting close, and I think by the end of the weekend it might. It actually, the 2 new movies that came out, one on the Addams Family, only made like $2 million. But bottom line is Joker came in number 1 again, so that's all I care about. And there was 2 new movies that came out, and they thought, well, usually, especially those cartoon movies, those kids movies, kind of knock off, whatever's on top, but it didn't even phase it. And Joaquin, actually, I guess he's kind of hinting around about a possible sequel, but they're saying the director who did, what did he do? He did those hangover movies and comedy movies. He speculated that he's not, so I don't know who to believe, but apparently he's saying no. But Joaquin would be very open for that, so it would be kind of nice. So, by the way, I wanted to mention, Paul's been asking me to go over the house because he's got all these decorations him and his fiance put up for Halloween. Halloween's really big, but fortunately this year we have to work for Halloween. Well, wait a minute. You won't. You'll be home for Halloween. That's right.
I'll be home.
Yeah,
you'll have potluck. You'll have potluck for Halloween.
Yeah, it's not the same, though, so I'm not going to like that. Yeah, it's going to suck.
It's something.
Yeah, I mean,
something's better than nothing.
Yeah, well, that's true. At least they are doing that for us, so that part I like. Actually, it was funny tonight. I told you, Paul, I was going to I haven't done that because I've been doing these podcasts, I guess, when it's on. I can't say it right. Singuli. So,
yeah.
Yeah, so I miss it. I don't know if you watched it. It was the one on the Mummy.
No, I didn't watch it today.
Oh, see, we could have done the podcast over the house with the cats, and Toby could have been on the mic.
You're just watching 13, was it 13 cameras and 14 cameras, the sequel?
No, I didn't hear about that. Wait, what?
You never heard of them? Basically about this, there's this old guy who, he rents out these houses or whatever, and he hides cameras in these houses. And pretty much, if these people discover who he is, he pretty much, and they see it, they end up, becoming his prisoner.
Oh, wow.
And when they escape, he kills them.
Oh.
Pretty good show. Pretty good movie.
What now? That's out in the theaters, or is that on cable or?
It's on Netflix.
Oh, okay, I have Netflix. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking about Netflix, because Kiefer brought it up to my attention about yesterday was officially. I don't know if you ever watched Breaking Bad, but it was the film that was after the series was over. It just came out last night on Netflix. Did you ever watch Breaking Bad or no?
Never did.
Oh, so
people say I looked like some guy from Breaking Bad. I forgot who the guy was.
Yeah, he passed away or something. Some guy passed away. Dobbs? Yeah, you know what? I didn't even know who that was. I mean, I watched that show when it was on. I marathoned that kind of the same way almost I did with Game of Thrones, because a lot of people at work used to love Game of Thrones. I did the same thing where I, didn't watch it when it first came on, but with all the hype, I decided to start watching it. So, it was okay. So Kiefer liked it. I thought the movie was a little bit boring. It was 2 hours long. So, hey, you know what?
Give a shout out to Kiefer.
Kiefer. Yo, Kiefer. What's going on,
Yo,
dude?
Kiefer.
You're being the next one. See,
and Chera, your buddy Chera.
Oh, yeah, Chera, yes. Yo,
Walter.
Well, you know what? Thanks to you, because if you're on the show, maybe other people will hear this. And then
I don't know. I sound pretty boring already.
No, you don't. Actually,
I'm actually on my computer right now and looking at famous birthdays from New Jersey, celebrities.
Yeah, that's cool. I know you had
we were talking about that once.
Yeah, you know what? I should have pulled up that list. You wrote that list. I don't have it because I'm on a different computer. That list of ideas. Had. Do you still have that?
Oh, I do not have those ideas, no. It's just randomly, we'll talk about harmonica, or talk about the cats, or we'll talk about Halloween, and, what are your favorite things about Halloween? All that, just random ideas.
Well, Halloween, yes. Well, Halloween, I don't know. I mean, that's always been my favorite holiday, I'll tell you that much. I don't know why. I mean, Christmas was when I was a kid, which I haven't grown out of yet. Have you seen those pictures in my room? I'm still collecting toys, so that's not going to stop.
You know what you should do is you should dress up for Halloween and go to work. Dress up at work.
I'm tempted to. I remember. Yeah. Well, God, that's a funny story, but that was years ago. For some reason, guys always like to dress up like slutty girls. I don't know why. So I told this one friend of mine from years ago, this girl, I said, "Yeah, you know what? I'm going to dress up like a slutty girl and just wear a mask over my face because nobody wants to see my ugly face. That's why I have a good image for radio." And she actually went out and got me like maybe out of her clothing, like a tight skirt and stuff. And she said, "Oh yeah," and she tried it on, and I chickened out. I bailed out. I never did it. It was like, yeah, no, I don't have the balls to do it. So, but hey, at least I got her to dress up like in what I was.
One thing I'm looking at on this page, one of the other things you all want to talk about too, I guess we were talking about, were your Walterisms.
Yeah.
You don't really do them on the podcast, but you do them a lot at work.
Yes, you did.
You're more of a comedian at work, where you're very serious on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yes.
Well,
the one dude from Stranger Things, he's from New Jersey.
No,
the Gaten Matarazzo. Am I saying that right?
Wait, is that the guy with the? He's got a. I hate to say this, and you can't
Dustin,
curse.
The kid who plays Dustin.
Yeah, he's the kid. He's really cool. He does like those Verizon commercials, I think, too. But he's got the fucked up teeth or whatever, mouth. I feel bad for the poor kid.
He's a great singer. He can sing.
Yeah, actually,
the whole cast.
Yeah, you know what? Remember that because you remember we were talking about that. You didn't like the last season, but at the very end, what did he sing with that girl? His,
Never Ending Story. The theme to Never Ending Story.
So that was really, that's the one. That was his voice then, right?
Yeah, Kiefer's been like whistling that and singing that at work ever since.
Oh god, yeah. Well, that was cool. I mean, I couldn't believe that was that kid. I mean, the kid is really talented. I'll give him.
I agree.
Yeah, almost.
So I'm looking at it. He's from Little Egg Harbor, New Jersey.
See, I did not.
And he's also a Virgo, like me.
Oh, you're a Virgo. Wow, I didn't know that. My mother's
Virgo.
a Virgo. That's why we get along so well. No.
Oh, you're Virgo too?
No, my mother is. My mother is. I'm an Aquarian.
And he has a sibling named Carmen and Sabrina. Wow.
What do they look like? No, I'm just kidding. No, that's cool though. Seriously, I'm joking. I'm not being serious. I'm not. No,
Born in New Jersey, number 5.
Wow, yeah, because you have that list of people, talent from Jersey. Well, technically, that's more New York. I was going to say my favorite obsession is Lady Gaga, but she's from New York though. So you can't include her, I guess. Kevin Smith, you can.
Charlie Puth, or is that how you say that? Puth or Puth? He's from Jersey also.
Who's that from? Where is that?
Yeah, he's a pop singer. I don't know where he's from.
And I usually know all the pop singers.
He's from Rumson, New Jersey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we got Taylor Swift though, and I'm not proud of it, but she came from.
Yeah. Wait, let's go to born in PA.
Yeah. Well, you had a list of both PA and Jersey people. Jersey.
I think I sent you a link.
Oh shoot, I won't be able to see it.
It's all right.
Oh, because I can.
It just popped up. It was fast.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to.
Taylor Swift they do this ranking. It's on this website, famousbirthdays.com.
Yeah,
and they have Taylor Swift as the 4th ranking person, which is
that's too high.
Oh, well, actually, I thought that would have been like 1.
Well, no,
Will Smith at number 10.
Now
I guess this as far as. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's kind of weird because you'd think Will Smith would be like number 1 or something.
Well, you know what? I'm thinking as far as like, popularity now, I guess. Maybe she's more like trends more popular than he is. I mean, he's worldwide known, and he's been around for a very long time. So, I mean, Aladdin just came out and he did really well with that.
Well, yeah, I get you're probably right about that because
that's from like, hearing from other people. Actually, true story. The fiance just rented Aladdin from Redbox just like 2 nights ago.
Oh,
yeah. So I came home last night from work, and I was like, "Yeah, give us a crack, right?"
Yeah.
Opening scene, Will Smith because he plays the genie, and I heard that he's great as the genie in it, obviously, right? Obviously, he's filling some big shoes, and he sang that like the opening scene, right? Like the cartoon, and I was just like thinking, this is not good. So I was turned off almost immediately.
Well, that's the thing.
Because of that.
Yeah, well, he's more of a rap singer anyway.
Yes, he's a rapper. Yeah,
I mean, anybody can. I hate to say it, anybody can rap. He was funny back when I was younger and used to listen to his. Was that DJ Jadgy?
They have Kevin Hart ranked number 15th on here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so if Kevin Hart's ranked 15th, and I think he's trending pretty well right now. Like, they have a girl named Maddie Ziegler. I don't know who that is.
That one actually sounds familiar. I wish I could pull up her face. I'm gonna have to see.
And who's Lauren Gray? That's number 2.
Okay.
And then Mackenzie Ziegler.
Oh, well, those names definitely. Now, Maddie, I've heard of her. She's like
Maddie's from Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. So we got another PA person. Thank God.
Yeah, but this is the PA list. This is what I'm looking at right
I'm
now.
sorry. I'm looking up Maddie Ziegler. I did move my mic around so I can go online. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's on Disney. That girl's worth some money now, too.
Yeah, it looks like New Jersey's... do you have Marshmello, whoever Marshmello, a DJ?
You know what? That sounds really familiar, but...
Yeah, he's from Philly. He's from Philly.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it goes back and forth, I guess, who's, where they come from, I guess. Because I thought New Jersey had, like, more of your popular actors and stuff, like, and singers, vocalists.
I agree.
Yeah, because you had Paul Green.
The harmonica player, the famous harmonica player.
Yes. I mean, that's number one. But then you also, you had, like, the lower, not as famous, like, Bon Jovi. Who else?
There's Paul Green.
And Paul Green. Well, he's number one. I don't care what you say. He's number one. I'm kind of. It's Walter. No, well, why?
Go ahead, young sir.
No, but I mean, like, why Taylor Swift's popper? Because she's younger. I mean, she's in her 20s, so I guess that's why she's appealing to the younger people. But
I mean, she's been relevant for quite a bit, for a good 20 years now.
Well, that's true too. That's true. I mean that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, since she was really young. Now you gotta be curious about New Jersey celebrities, though. Since you're talking about PA, and you're originally from New Jersey, though, and you're talking about PA people.
I am.
So I should talk about.
I think I probably still have a secret obsession still with New Jersey.
Well, I mean, there's some cool places. Red Bank was one, but
one thing you never forget where you're from. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true. I have one friend that has a guest house. He actually was from Jersey, I guess, originally when he was a kid. He was born there, but he moved to Pennsylvania when he was younger. Oh, here we go. From Jersey, Tara Reid. Now, I didn't hear about these. Laura Preon or something? I don't know. Michael Douglas. I didn't know he was from Jersey. Derek.
The girl who played Maggie from Walking Dead is from Jersey.
Oh, I didn't know that. She's the cute one.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, you told me this before, but Meryl Streep's from Jersey.
Yes, I said that, yep.
Yep, I remember. And John Travolta, I didn't know that. Tara Reid, because she's hot, but I didn't know she was from Jersey. Oh, Michael Douglas, I think you told me that one, too. Danny DeVito.
I think I told you that.
You did. I believe you did. We were kind of prepping for this. Paul Simon is from Jersey. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Kevin Smith. Kevin Jonas. I would know the Jonas Brothers. I should.
Yeah, the Jonas Brothers are from Jersey.
Yeah. I knew that actually. Oh, I didn't know this one because when I was younger, as a kid, I used to watch the reruns of Abbott Costello. Well, Bud Abbott was from Jersey.
I knew about that.
Yeah, I did not know that. The list is like a laundry list of people that came from Jersey. That's not cool. I don't like that.
The thing is also interesting you should look up, too.
What?
Look up Paul. Go on Wikipedia and type in Paul Green, musician.
Oh,
there's a harmonica. There's a known. You've heard of Paul Green School of Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, the origin's from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but is it spelled the same way your name is?
It's not me. But
no.
There's an actual School of Rock that's famous. Like the movie School of Rock is based off of Paul Green School of Rock.
Yeah, that's right. You told me about that. Now I see Paul Green, actor. That's you, right? Paul Green. Actor.
I don't know. No. I don't even know who that is. That's Canadian. I just searched it.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
No.
What I was trying to do is I was trying to look up a bio for that Paul Green harmonica player from New Jersey, but I couldn't find anything.
Now I see something that says Paul Green, spelled the same way your name's spelled. With the E on the end.
Yeah. It's not me.
Well, you're better looking than that guy. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's not the blues player.
Oh, wait, blues player. Okay.
Harmonica player.
Yeah, I try. You know what? I'm a horrible speller, so that's not helping. Oh, wait, here we go.
Green is spelled Green.
Oh, no, not that part. The green I know, but the harmonica thing, yeah, I'm really bad. The one friend, when you mentioned blues, Paul Green, jazz and blues artist, is an older gentleman. That's probably the one you're talking about, maybe, because it says jazz and blues. The one friend who I had on the show before, he's a big, he's a music teacher. Maybe I'll plug him, musicteacherguy.com. Matt Torrance, he always wanted to learn about blues and stuff, or he's trying to learn about blues and stuff, and you know about that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
I haven't listened to blues in a while, but I should. Sometimes I get just drawn away to listen to other things,
like rap. No, I'm just kidding. Well, that's
like rap. Yeah, I love.
Yeah, hey, that would be interesting if you could kind of combine blues with rap. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? Well, maybe. I don't know. Actually, no.
I'd leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Well, it was one of my. You won't believe this. This was one of my worst ideas. Amongst a million other ones, probably. You know what? I would go through this laundry list of really cool celebrities from New Jersey, but then that would be about an hour or so. So maybe I better not.
Yeah, I already got out of that.
Oh, fine. Should I go back to PA? Oh, fine.
I'm done searching Paul Green too.
Oh, fine. Well, we got the Paul Green, so we don't need any other Paul Greens.
Yeah, you got a Paul Green.
No, we got
you got the third best Paul Green ever.
Well, the third best. Well, third's actually good. I put it first, but
I'm behind the Canadian actor.
That's not bad. Then that's not bad.
So let's talk Halloween, right? We'll talk some Halloween. Let's talk some Halloween.
We are going to talk Halloween, but
or let's talk some. What things entertain you at work? What do you enjoy?
Well, oh god, that's going to be hard then.
What's your favorite Walterisms? What do you think you can do to make your podcast grow?
Have Paul Green on playing the harmonica, and then
probably not. You'll get negative 3 reviews.
I seriously doubt that. And to add,
I can't play for you now only because Lori's sleeping in bed.
Oh yeah, that would not be
the woman.
Cool. Yeah, your spouse.
The spouse. The
lady. And
lady.
Lady. What's that song? Lady Olay. I can't sing, so I'm not going to even try. Well, what about the man, the other man, of the house?
Toby.
Yes, he's sleeping with. Yeah.
Yeah, he has his head in the cat tree.
Oh, so he's like, you know what? Don't bother me. I'm busy.
Yeah, don't bother me.
It's Toby, goddammit. Real quick, I'm going to go back to Pennsylvania real quick because I forgot about Bradley Cooper. He came from Pennsylvania, so we have.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper. Whatever. Whatevs. You can have Bradley Cooper.
Fine. Hey, he's a good actor. Even though
I got Bradley Willis, his brother.
Fine. Who's that? No.
Nah. I know Bruce.
Oh, you know him? Oh, and you?
No, I don't.
Oh, fine. Be that.
I don't know anybody. I know Walter.
You know Walter, and you have the cola that doesn't have carbonation. Also, Boost.
What is your favorite Walterism?
Oh my. That's a good question. I can't.
Was that neither confirm nor deny that?
I will either confirm or deny that right now. I'm just kidding. Yeah, because I have different ones. I have a lot of quirks. I know, too many quirks. I can't think of any. I really can't.
On a microphone. So when you get off the microphone, you'll be like,
I'll be
Walter.
Oh, I'll be iWalter then. I will be iWalter. I'll be crazy and.
What do you think? What do you think of the idea of a Walter ego?
That would be kind of cool. Mike, remember we were gonna maybe if we do this live, what we're doing, we can call Mike and kind of add him to the mix or whatever.
Get together.
Yeah,
and literally just stand behind a microphone and just do it like that. Because right now I'm looking at a TV screen, or I'm looking at a computer and my cats, and I got a TV screen, VHS DVD player, whatever. And
yeah, well, that's right. You collect a lot of VHS movies still, don't you?
Yes, I got a lot.
Yeah, I mean
collection.
That's cool. I actually threw all mine out. I bought a VCR a couple years ago, and I put that up in the attic. But I mean, that's kind of cool because that's a nostalgic thing. Is some
you give me. You don't have any VHSs anymore?
No, I threw them all in the garbage can actually, or I sold them because I had a lot of Doctor Who VHS tapes, but I had horror movies and everything.
Yeah, I would have taken the horrors.
Yeah,
you can keep Doctor Who. I'm not,
No, I sold those all off. I I even threw my porn in the trash. What? What are you talking about?
Your what?
I didn't say anything.
You say that on your podcast?
Yeah, I can, but
Those are the
I don't
best
have
ones
any
right there,
porn.
the VHS tapes.
Of porn.
Yeah, of corn. Yep.
Of corn. Not porn, but
Yeah,
corn.
corn.
C-O-R-N.
Corn,
You know what?
K-O-R-N.
K, like the band, Corn.
Like, maybe. I will neither confirm or deny that.
Uh-oh. Well, see, that's the thing. I honestly, I never owned any porn movies or whatever. But I remember, like, back in the day when they had Blockbusters and everything else. I don't know if you remember that, but they had the video stores where you had that part in the back, like it's for adults only, where they had all the porn.
Yeah, the adult section. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that stuff's like was nostalgic.
Have you ever gone into the adult section?
I will neither confirm or deny it at this time, Senator.
I actually did it once, and I felt very weird about it.
Yeah, it is kind of a strange thing.
Yeah, it is. You go in there, and it's just like, these guys are perverts.
That's what I'm always afraid of. Actually, when I got old enough, I was afraid too. But I guess I always was just kind of curious. I did kind of peek my head back in there.
Yeah, I mean,
go in there.
once you turn 50, it should be okay. You know what I mean?
Actually, I think you have to be about 110 in order to go back there, because then they figured, yeah. By then they just say, hey, you know what? This guy's got both feet in the grave. He can go back.
Yeah, hey, you know, I understand.
Yeah,
you know?
This guy hasn't got laid yet. Let him go back there. Let him do whatever he wants. In fact, we're going to give you the Vaseline. I mean, the lotion and the Kleenex. Don't worry about it.
Here's some extra tissues.
Yeah, here's some extra tissues. I shouldn't say this. I had a friend that worked at Adult World. I won't say which friend, but I had a friend, and he said, "Yeah, that was you always had a you basically."
Wait, is that the one? Is that Adult World? Is that near here?
There is two of them. There's one like up in Montgomery County, like literally across from the mall. Did I say that right? Literally. And then there's one I think down going towards Limerick, like going towards that direction. Not in Limerick. It's actually
Hodgeville.
I guess, but they're adult shops. But Adult World, there's two of them around here.
Of everyone at work not named Walter or Paul, who's most likely do you think that would go into one of those places?
Off the top of my head, and no offense to him, because I know Joe wouldn't listen to me. I hope he doesn't. Poor Joe. You know it would have to be Joe. Who
is more likely there to dress up as Herman Munster?
You know what? You said that, right? Was it you that? Because you know what? No offense to Joe, but or whatever, however you want to say this, but I think Mike. But the way he came across, he got away with it. But I think Mike one time said, "You know what? You'd make a good Herman Monster," and Joe didn't catch on that he was trying to. You know, he wasn't doing it as a joke. But I think you said it seriously. Wasn't it you who said it? And he got all bent.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah. That's because one day he was. What did he do? He said something about my voice being annoying or some kind of crap. Like, I'd say something about him sounding like he was sick.
Yeah.
And that's what he was. He sounded like, worried coworker kind of thing. You know what I mean? And then he responded kind of ignorantly.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, buddy? You look like, you could be this guy for Halloween. And
Fred Gwynn.
And then Kiefer in the background was like, that was ignorant, Paul.
Uh-oh.
But I don't think he got the gist of the whole conversation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you, like walking in and not hearing everything that was said. Yeah, I can understand that.
So,
yeah,
it was funny for the moment, whatever. Have you had any funny moments at work? Like, what is the funniest situation you've been around, funniest conversation you've dealt with?
It was better a little bit, I guess. One, when I was a temp, I guess, when I first started, because everybody was a little bit more like joking all the time. And that was when I first started, well, obviously with you, and Pre was there. Who else? I mean, yes. Mighty Mouse.
I used to love getting in arguments with her and her voice.
Oh yeah. Everybody picked on poor Pre. Everybody picked on her. I know, she sounded like a little.
She sounds
mouse.
like my cat.
Actually, their cats were being insulted by her voice. No, Pre was great. She was cute and she was very funny. I used to everybody used to start with her, and she was a good sport about it. So yeah.
I think one person people enjoy starting with is Muhammadu.
Oh yeah,
Like him and Chera are like, to me. I just said this recently. I think these guys are the Bonnie and Clyde, not the Bonnie and Clyde. I'm sorry, wrong characters. The Laurel and Hardy of work.
well, that's the weird thing. What is it about Marmaduke that they always insinuate he's gay, and especially what do you call it? Does that Cherub? He keeps on.
And they go back and forth, and it's just. I don't think half the time they realize they know what they're saying.
Oh,
but yeah, and it's just it's fun and games. It's I don't think there's any seriousness behind any of that. You know what I mean? Like my thinking at the end of the day, second shift is a family. Right?
Yeah,
they're a family.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like you can have disagreements with somebody, or have problems or scenarios, but most likely the next day or by the start of the next week, everybody's troubles are behind them, and it's a new day.
Well, that's true. Well, I don't know what it is. Sometimes, like Cherub, actually, he gets angry, especially with Marmaduke, and it sounds like it's going to turn into a fist fight sometimes. But I don't know. Maybe it's just them joking.
Well, I like to think that it's more than joking side.
Oh, I hope it's just a joke, personally, because sometimes it gets pretty gritty, pretty nasty. But I mean, I'm sure it's all in fun. But even going back to what you said, I thought like when we started there, I mean, it's just honestly, that job is just it's like doing the same thing for hours on end and gets bored.
Yeah,
that
I always compare it versus, and from what I hear having recent conversations, it's not good to compare, but sometimes I feel like it's good to compare it to kind of make your sanity, like make you just feel good, make you feel like you're like, for instance, I was in retail for 11 years, you know what I mean, and you make less money, you're working harder, you're going home sweating every day, you're doing more, and it can be stressful, and then you have jobs like stuff that are definitely not as hardworking, and you still get that option of having good pay. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true. Yeah, and benefits too.
Yeah, and benefits. So it's that's the way I try to think.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I mean, I guess it is less stressful. You're not working in retail. At least you got out quicker than most people. I know some people. I was in for almost, I don't know, maybe 20 years, or whatever, maybe something like that. So 11
retail
years.
For 20 years.
I would guess. I mean, maybe about that. Oh, wait a minute, because I got into the job I had last. I know, keep the names out. I started when I was probably out of college, so I was about 31. So maybe so. Maybe it was 15, but maybe closer to 20, because I moved home when I was. Well, I was working since I didn't start like most of you guys. You start working when you're in your teens. I didn't start until I was like 20 or 21, and then I worked in retail until about 35. So maybe it's more like 15, 16 years. But still.
Yeah, retail's tough. It can be tough.
It is. I mean, and yeah, the pay does suck. So, and you don't get any benefits. I mean, the only thing, honestly, I hate about the job now we have, I don't know if it's going to change when you go to your new location. I'm going to keep the name out. But
definitely.
Oh, yeah. I mean, are you still going to get, like, we only get 30-minute breaks right now. That's the only thing I hate about the job I
think that's what I'll still be getting, yeah.
Oh, only 30 minutes. Wow.
I believe so, yes. I haven't really had that conversation. I know I'm not in a higher
well, you make a more money
position, so.
Now, are you doing the same job, or you're doing something different? Because right now we're getting the same, well, technically the same amount. You're going to probably get a little more because you were there. You probably got a raise or something.
Grade up. It's like a grade up.
It's a grade up. I mean, but are you doing?
Yeah, grade up on first shift. Okay,
that's not bad. So you're making the same amount as you made on second. Now, is that like? I guess I can use that word, but you're like an operator job then, or is it more like
above, like a lead?
Oh, okay. Wow. So I can say nobody would understand that, but I could actually really say that you will be my favorite line lead.
I think you just like to
say that.
You'll tell you just like to say that. You'll tell somebody who's not a line lead, and you'll say, "Oh, you're my favorite line lead."
Well, I say that to what he called all the time. Just
Kiefer and
Not Kiefer, and I did. Myra, yes. I love picking on her about that.
I think she should be a line leader. I think she's very good.
Well, her below Paul Green, but yeah, she doesn't want to do it because she said, okay, maybe I'm like about almost even. No, she doesn't want to do it because it's just a lot of responsibility. I understand that. Hey, speaking of...
too. I said I understand that too.
Yeah. Well, that's my main concern, by the way. I was mentioning this, I guess, to you and some other people. I'm afraid, like, that's what I'm not used to. My other job, I got paid a lot, but I didn't have all that responsibility with paperwork. And the paperwork that is involved here is pretty serious compared to what I had before. So, and I have a hard time reading that SOP stuff. I always find that confusing. I was supposed to.
I think visually, I think they still need to make some moves, make some quirks, or fix some areas. I feel like that they need to organize it or make it to where the dumbest person in a specific room can understand that. Now, and it's easily accessible. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right about that because trust me, I am the dumbest person on that
binder. Finding the binders, yes, it is easily found.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it can get easier than that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, you can look through those binders, and I try to do that because I'll just say our boss would tell us you need to go in the rooms and read the binders when you have time and sign off on SOPs you got to do. And for people who don't know that means standard operating procedure. But trust me, it just it makes me go nuts because I can't understand that stuff. I have to visually be shown that stuff. I'm same here visually. Yeah,
I agree.
Well, the other thing is I was trying to get something straight out because my paycheck was smaller than everybody else's, and I know we're not supposed to discuss that. It's like a no-no, but we did, and I got I think 100 less, 200 less than everybody else did. So I tried to go over with the boss about that, and he told me, "Oh, I'm busy right now. I'll come back in 10 minutes." But I forgot to come back, and he got pissed at that. But the bottom line is I get very easily confused. If I can't even remember simple things of going to the office after 10 minutes, how am I going to remember an SOP that I'm trying to read? I mean, that's the bottom line.
I feel like just focus one step at a time. Try to remember the basics, and then if you want to expand your knowledge, go from there.
Well, that and plus that paperwork you got to fill out because I remember Myra.
Yeah.
My other favorite line lead, she was like, "Oh, this is really easy." We were working in that one room that, it involves taking records down and stuff, batch records or whatever you want to say. Secondary. Yeah, and I'll tell you, and Mike saw me, Mike, the younger guy, Mike, that is in the office, and he saw me and it was like, "Is there anything wrong with you?" I said, "Yeah, I'm stressed out. I was having a panic attack."
Here's what you do. You got to separate what you have to work on, with what you don't have to work on. Like if you look at that paperwork, there's only 4 pages you really have to worry about.
I guess
it's 4 pages.
Maybe. I mean, I was literally having an anxiety attack. Now, if Toby was there, I probably would have been better off. But no,
Toby the kitty cat.
Yeah, Toby the kitty cat with his booties and his booty and
Ooby freaking dooby.
Ooby dooby, Subi.
Ooby freaking dooby.
Oh, yes. Well, if he was there, I probably would have been.
Ooby freaking dooby.
Ooby freaking dooby.
Yes, Ooby freaking dooby.
Ooby freaking dooby.
Ooby freaking dooby. Ooby freaking dooby. Ooby freaking dooby. Doob doob doob. Ooby freaking dooby.
Rub-a-dub-tub. 3 men in the tub. No,
Walter in the tub.
Yes.
Walter.
Yes. Yeah, no.
Yes.
Yes. Ooby freaking dooby.
You can do your 5 minutes of. Remember, we're having that conversation about the 5 minutes where you can get looking for a sponsor, for instance. You know what I mean? Create 5 minutes of your best podcast. I mean, you might be able to find it in this podcast or not. I don't know.
I think I will.
Put it out there. You know what I mean? Put it out there, brother. I'm sure you can have that conversation with your other dude too, your coworker, Dante. Get Dante a shout out.
Yes, Dante.
I love them in Clerks.
Oh yes, that would be Todd Thomas, Dante Hicks. Everybody thinks he was years ago. He really did look like the actor. Yeah. What is his name? O'Brien. I forget his first name.
Yeah, it's like O'Halloran or something like that.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You're right. It's O'Halloran. Hey, speaking
Walter,
of,
I'm always right until I'm wrong.
Yeah, the one time you probably thought you were wrong, you were mistaken that you were actually right. No, I'm just kidding. The one friend Matt says that all the time. He says, "Yeah, one time I thought I was wrong. I was mistaken. I was actually right." Well, since you're from Jersey and stuff, now, like, because your mom, I guess she's down near Wildwood and stuff. I guess that's where you probably were around growing up. But did you ever?
I wasn't actually. I'm from closer to the Trenton side.
Oh, Trent. Well, that's closer to Philly,
my mom,
then, right?
My mom has only lived in Wildwood for like the last 20 years. Like the only relative I have that's really been raised, and grown up in Wildwood was my nephew, who's like 18 right now.
Oh, that's young.
Yeah. So everyone else, we're all from closer to Trenton.
Well, Trenton's like more South Jersey, right? That's like near close to Philly.
Trenton's like central, even though there's no such thing as a central New Jersey.
Yeah,
it's kind of Yankee country.
Oh,
it's kind of when you hit Trenton, it's kind of like we'll start talking to Yankees. There might be a Philly fan here and there, but it's above like the armpit. You know
okay.
what I mean?
Well, you're all
where I grew up. It was pretty much at the armpit actually of New Jersey is where I lived. And I lived like 3 or 4 or 5 towns south of Trenton.
Well,
so I was in Burlington County. Trenton was in Mercer.
So wait, you're saying your armpits? So you're probably closer, like what, an hour away from New York? Then I guess city.
Me?
Yeah.
Ooh. Maybe an hour and a half. Or I never really timed it actually during the times I've gone to New York from there.
But I mean. Because what do you call it?
I know it's still like.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, what do you call it? He's from Long Island. Our one coworker.
What's the name?
I want to say Dan, but
Anthony.
Anthony, yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Anthony B.
That's like New York. That's up there.
Well,
yeah.
There, Well, he just has to grow across, and he's in New York City from Long Island.
Yeah.
I mean, that's close. But you're not that close, so obviously.
No.
So do you ever visit?
I'm closer to Philadelphia. I grew up closer to Philadelphia, I guess you could say.
I kind of thought that, so I guess I was right. So I figured it'd be a little bit closer to.
I'd be definitely closer to Philly.
Okay, and what about like the shoreline?
You know Bristol.
I've heard. Yes,
right?
I had a girlfriend years ago in Bristol.
Yeah, all right. Well, Bristol, Tullytown, that area. I lived right across the river from there, Florence. I lived in Florence, New Jersey.
I think you told. It sounds familiar, Florence, New Jersey.
Florence was famously known for those GoFundMe scumbag people.
Oh wait, is that where those TV shows come out of? What do you call it? With I can't even remember. It was MTV.
No. Do you remember? It was like a couple years ago. There was like a young couple who went to go get some gas or some kind of crap, and the homeless guy gave them their last 20.
Yes.
And they created this GoFundMe account for this homeless guy, and
I remember
ended up
that.
being a scam.
Yeah,
that's my hometown.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Okay, so it's well known now too.
Yeah, I guess so. For the wrong reason. It's really nice small town though.
Okay, yeah, because Jersey's it's got a lot there. I mean, and plus obviously there's some wooded areas too because they shot Friday the 13th there.
You know what town we should talk about? We should talk about Haddonfield, New Jersey. That's what we should talk about.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that because what do you call it?
Deborah Hill.
I love Deborah Hill when she did movies with John Carpenter. And you're right because you said Haddonfield, which is in Halloween. They named it Haddonfield because that's where Deborah Hill came from. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
I think Michael Myers was a friend of John Carpenter. Like everybody, I think, in that movie was named after specific people or had some kind of connections or ties to somebody that had something to do with making that movie.
Oh, I didn't know that. So there was an actual real guy named Michael Myers. That's where he came up with the name. Yeah. Wow. And now
he didn't go around with a knife and wearing a mask or anything like that.
No.
Yeah.
Reminds me of something because it's Halloween too. What's that whole deal with that? Yeah.
Go ahead.
The Jersey Devil. How did that all got started and everything?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Wait, let me Google that. I mean, I probably don't have to Google it, but basically it's the Pine Barrens, right?
Yeah.
200, 250, 300 maybe years ago, Mother Leeds decided to give birth. Well, not decided to give birth, but she wished her 13th child to be,
13th.
the devil.
Ah.
Because, she had so many children. They were very poor.
Yeah.
Very poor upbringings, whatever. So basically, the 13th child came out normal, right? And then, I guess within seconds of birth, it turned into a devil.
Oh.
And, destroyed everybody in its sight, I guess, killed the mom, killed siblings. I don't know much about that part. But, and then just flew off. So for over, 200, 300 years, there have been sightings, like known politicians, known people have had these experiences. I've had an aunt who's lived in the Pine Barrens for about 15 years. Side note, I'll go back to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
She's had a story. She's had an experience with the Jersey Devil.
Wow. You're making my eyes water.
Yeah, driving on a dark road one night, they see something, flying across our car. They stop, they look out the window or whatever, and nothing's there. So, but
because I thought that is an urban legend, but that's freaky.
Yes, I mean it's been going on for years, it's fascinating because New Jersey, for it being so small, Jersey Devil is this huge, pop culture, this creature. It's up there, with the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoots. I mean, Bigfoots, Loch Ness Monsters, obviously a tad have, their fame is a little bit bigger than Jersey Devils. But Jersey Devil could be on the lines of the Blair Witch. You know what I mean? Mothman.
I heard about the Mothman too. I'm not familiar with it. I know there's a movie called Mothman Prophecies, I think. So that came out of Jersey?
Huh?
Did Mothman come out of Jersey too?
No.
Okay.
No. Mothman, I think, is a little bit further out west.
Oh, okay.
I don't really have states. Past Maryland, not California, not like that.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know why I'm thinking Illinois, but I don't think it's that one.
But still, I mean, it's funny. Like a lot of stuff comes out of Jersey, even the legends. I think that's maybe where it came up. Because you said 13th, maybe that's where he came up Friday the 13th, minus that.
Yeah.
13th's a superstitious number.
Well, here's another thing, too. I was going to say, the only experience I had, I mean, I keep out in the Pine Barrens every now and again, whatever I have. And there's one particular time I went out there, we went camping, and I know late at night in my tent, and I remember hearing this really loud screeching noise.
Oh.
It was like it was like, it was like a good 2-minute screeching noise. And I'm not a big, bird person or anything like that. But I've asked around some people who've camped over there before, and they're like, oh, it's just some random bird, no big deal, whatever. But I just definitely think it was definitely weird. It was definitely weird. Did make me feel a little uncomfortable. That moment.
And was it in that area then, like that area where the urban legend came from, or no?
Well, a lot of the sightings or a lot of the locations, they pretty much they would say Wharton State Forest is like a hotbed, and that's where I was camping at the time. Wharton State Forest.
Oh, yeah. You won't see me there then. You already got me scared. You won't see me there ever. Not that I probably would go, but now I definitely won't because you scared the crap out of that story of like what do you say?
Here's the thing. I think it's exciting. I do. I feel like that. You know what? You go in a group.
Yeah.
You don't. Follow the horrific cliches you watch in horror movies. Everybody goes by themselves, or you leave this person alone. Or the blonde-haired woman. Trips over a stick or whatever. You stick to your group, and I feel like, it can work out. There's a couple years we went Jersey Devil hunting, me and my friends.
That would be awesome, actually.
Yes, we did that at nighttime too.
Wow.
So, and we did it right around Halloween. we either did it like maybe 2 weeks before Halloween, week before Halloween, or maybe the week after Halloween, just so it doesn't interfere with our Halloween scheduling. You know what I mean? Because everybody obviously wants to do stuff on Halloween.
Well,
Everyone has their own personal agenda.
Well, that's true. You got a good point there. Some people do stuff after Halloween because this year it's on an awkward
Well, I think
day.
I feel like once you hit Thanksgiving, maybe you draws a line. Maybe you're thinking Christmas once you hit Thanksgiving time, but
I'm thinking horror. No.
Yeah.
I always like horror, but
there's
no
always
Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas for you.
You got me there.
Yeah. So here's what I do when I tend to watch all my horror movies, horror themed, or anything involving Halloween-esque type of movies. I always watch them around Halloween time. Obviously, everyone does, I'm sure. But because I have so much, I start like in August.
Well,
that's like series, seasons, movie collections, whatever. And I'm trying to think. So the very last one I always watch on Halloween night is Halloween. Makes sense, right? Halloween.
Does actually.
And November 1st, I always made sure I watched Nightmare Before Christmas because it kind of goes both ways. You know what I mean?
That's pretty clever, then. That's pretty clever.
Yeah.
I mean, well, speaking about Halloween, by the way, on Christmas, not that I'm all about horror, but my favorite Christmas story is always watching Christmas Carol during Christmas time or around that time.
Okay. What's the original?
Actually, I like the different ones, only if they're the black and white ones. There's two black and white ones, I believe. And I like both of them.
The 1935 one? I think I have that.
Yeah, that one, and there's, I think, another one, but it might be the 1935 one.
Yeah, I got like 3 or 4 different versions of A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, because there is a couple versions, but the black and white ones seem to be the best. The newer ones are okay. I mean, that's kind of like, almost like horror, too, what goes on, especially when you're a little kid. But yeah, I mean, so it's not always completely horror. I do like horror, but since Halloween is around the corner, I mean, what are your list of horror movies you see then? Like 80s?
Oh, what I do?
Yeah.
What are my list of horror movies that I watch?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was actually just looking at my list. The last VHS I watched was The Serpent and the Rainbow.
You were telling me about that. I still got to check that out. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you should. It's good. It's a Wes Craven movie, actually. I believe Bill Pullman's in it from the 80s. What were we talking about recently? You said you're talking about Invaders from Mars.
Yes. There is an
original. Yeah, I was
original.
watching that like last week, I think.
Yeah, it was weird. I only remember the one. It's probably the one we're both thinking of.
Yes, with the little boy,
yeah,
David Gardner.
Yeah, what was that, like 80s or something, probably?
Yeah, it was like 85. Here, wait, let me pull out the VHS. I'll send you a picture of it, actually, later.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, where are you at? Well, the classic was 1953.
That one, the 53 one was, sorry about it, I'm pulling up my Insta things, just in case you did say anything. The 1953 one, I forget what channel I was watching. I saw a part. I was like, wow, that one and the 1980 something one look very similar. Like one's obviously has better special effects.
Yeah,
but they basically had taken it frame by frame and reshot the whole film exactly what it originally was, with better special effects.
You never believe the back of the VHS says 1996.
Are you serious?
It's not 1996, because I remember watching it as younger than that.
I was going to say the same thing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's like the reprint date or something. Yeah, because I thought it was older than that, too. You know what another good, it's not actually a horror, well, you have the remake of The Blob, the original Blob, you have Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They're kind of cool horror movies to watch. Yeah,
I have Killer Clowns. I do not own The Blob. I think some movies, they're, classic horror movies I actually do not own, I guess, because I was never really drawn to those movies.
Yeah.
Like The Exorcist, I was never really drawn to it. Like The Blob, The Thing, like...
Which one of The Thing?
That Thing over there. That Thing You Do.
No. Well, the
Tom Hanks movie.
Oh, yes. I don't think I've ever seen that. I do like Tom Hanks.
No, you never seen That Thing You Do?
No, I've heard of it. No.
So,
Well, there's the gory one that, what was that? That was John Carpenter, wasn't it? Or no? Or
what's that? The Thing?
there was the original Thing, the black and white, and then there's the remake that's kind of
I think he did the remake, yeah.
Okay, I think it's Carpenter. I could be... Oh,
Yeah,
excuse me.
no, I believe it's Carpenter.
Okay, yeah, because that one's... It's good. It's just gory and creepy. You know what?
Go ahead.
Well, with Carpenter, I heard like one film it's a must to see is his very first film. Precinct something. I forget, it's Precinct 9 or something like that. I heard that's really good. That was like his first movie ever made. But that's not a horror.
His first movie? No, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's something Precinct. I forget. Yeah, it was like his first movie ever. I think that's his first movie.
Google.
Yeah, exactly. Or as my dad would probably say, he always says Googles. He doesn't know how to put take the S off. I don't even know where it came from, actually.
All the stuff I have up on my screen right now are Anoka, Minnesota, right? We talked about that, or we have.
Yeah.
Haddonfield, New Jersey. We're pretty much, I guess, done talking about Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Well,
the Salem Witch Trials.
That would be one thing I'd like to see, this where Salem is, Massachusetts. I've never been there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that would be... Well, by the way, Jaws is technically, I guess, a Jersey thing too, right? Or maybe New York.
Jaws, yes. It's based on like early 1900s Jaws. Shark attack. Like a series of shark attacks happened in the early 1900s in Jersey. It's funny that a lot of movies, or horror movies specifically, are connected somehow to that state.
Well, that's the thing. Well, actually, and Amityville, because Amity in Jersey. I mean, in Jaws, but that's more in New York again, right?
Yes, New York. Yeah, Amityville Horror is New York, I believe.
Yeah, so it's either New York or New Jersey that a lot of these horror-themed things do seem to come out of.
Yeah, East Coast. East Coast driven.
Well, that too, East Coast. Oh, by the way, real quick, it wasn't his first movie from Carpenter. His first movie was something I never had heard of. It's called Captain Voyeur. It's got a stupid name. But that movie I was telling you about, it's called Assault on Precinct 13. That was like one of his first kind of weird horror type movies or whatever you want to call it. But it was kind of weird. But anyway, what were we talking about? I'm sorry. I should have threw that in there. About horror movies, I guess. And on the East Coast. Well, yeah, you're right about the East Coast, though, because isn't like Salem, Massachusetts, that's technically considered part of the East Coast, right?
I see Boston.
Yeah. So yeah,
and I mean, look at everything Stephen King does. Stephen King's from Maine. That's like northeast. You know what I mean? That's
true. So all the cool stuff, all the cool guys,
all the cool stuff.
Yes, is out of the east coast of the United States. There's a lot.
All the best actors.
That's
like musicians.
We have Broadway on the East Coast.
Yeah, Broadway, yeah. What do they have over in the West Coast as far as that goes?
Well, if you compare the East Coast to West Coast, they have Disneyland, which I heard is not that great, and we have Disney World on the East Coast.
Disneyland's been around longer than Disney World.
That's true. Well, that's the original. I wanted to see Disneyland. I was out in California years ago, and I wanted to see it, but I didn't go. So, and we have in Orlando, Florida, we have all that cool stuff down there too. They have the Universal out in California. That one I saw, but then I heard the
for real?
Yeah, I did. Actually, my parents went with me, and we did go on the thing where you see the Jaws, because that thing's still, I hope it's still going on, because we only went a few years ago, but we did go on that Jaws thing, like you go on the tour and you get to see the Jaws shark and everything come out of the water.
Wow.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that until now, but yeah, we did see that because they keep on.
I did Universal Studios in Florida.
I heard that one's better though. I heard that's better though.
Good. It's I don't know the comparison really, but I don't remember the Jaws. Jaws might have been theirs then. I know the Back to the Future ride was still there. I know it doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, it doesn't exist?
No, it doesn't exist anymore. And I remember seeing the lines for that, and they were just wow.
By the way, did you go on that?
No, I did not.
Oh, wait, because you said it wasn't.
I was with like my little cousin and my uncle and my aunt. So we did this Barney thing because my little cousin loved Barney. Barney put on a show. Me and my uncle went on Twister the ride though. So that was exciting.
Well, I hate rides actually. And by the way, when I was out at Universal in California, my dad went with me, and we went on the Back to the Future ride, and I got so sick and so scared that I had my eyes closed the whole time. So I couldn't.
But at least you say you did that, because that ride was like a big deal.
It is a big deal. It looks real. It's like it's VR basically. You're in a fake DeLorean, and you go through, and it's VR basically around you. So, well, not VR, but you know what I mean, like that 3D type atmosphere. Yeah, and I was so petrified that I couldn't keep my eyes open. So, but hey, you probably would have done it because you do all those. It sounds like you do the rides and stuff. I hate rides unless it's something close to the ground.
We saw when we were there. We also saw Blues Brother impersonators. We saw Ghostbuster impersonators.
Yeah, both.
We saw a Ricky Ricardo impersonator.
Oh wow, yeah, that's pretty cool. That is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Well, especially the Blues Brothers one. Ooh.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty interesting to see. And you did mention Ghostbusters, which now is, I guess they're in the process of making
20, yeah.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters 2020.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting, because they're bringing the folks back, but I don't know how many more movies they're going to be able to do. I mean, Bill Murray, I guess, is going to be in there at least, right? I think
I did see, on YouTube, or an article, I think, some kind of article I came across. I keep an eye on it every now and again, and there was a photo captured with Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, I think Sigourney Weaver, all in some kind of like a restaurant, scene or atmosphere or whatever. In Canada, I think they're filming it in Vancouver, I think. So, I mean, the thought process was probably, from the photographer, it's just like, why would Bill Murray be here doing this with them, while this is going on? You know what I mean?
Well, that's true. So, the only thing that kind of sucks is, wasn't like the first two films shot in New York, though?
Scenes were. I don't think necessarily the full-length movies were, because it seems like a lot of movies, they have that, it's set here, when it's really, like Batman, for instance. I always saw Batman, this Michael Keaton version.
Yeah.
Was filmed in New York, and it was never filmed in New York. It was filmed in, like, London.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I believe so.
No,
I could be wrong.
No, you're probably right. Now, speaking about that, because you made me think.
But I think the Ghostbuster house, or
the fire high, or what do you call it?
The firehouse.
Yeah, the firehouse. That was.
I think that's in New York.
I would hope so, almost, because it's kind of themed to like New York, though. I would think.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious, like, because I remember when they were doing like we were talking about this earlier. Believe it or not, we're over an hour now. That's cool. Joker.
It was a little. At the beginning, it was a little like.
I know.
But now we're kind of have a groove.
Yes, get into the groove of it.
Get into the groove, boy. You got to move. Prove your love to me.
Yes,
baby.
And
get into the groove, right?
Yep.
Madonna.
And where did Madonna come from?
Michigan.
Oh, I thought she came from New York.
Every time I'm a material guy, I just want to sing "Living in the Material Guy."
Oh,
I am a material
guy. Well, wait a minute. You mean she's not from New York, though?
Who's that?
Madonna, yeah.
I don't know where she's from.
I thought she was from New York. I mean, at least her record thing was, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think she had a New York accent, I think, earlier on.
Yeah, I thought so, too. Actually, that was funny. You probably didn't know who this is, but back when Madonna was big, there was this guy. He only was like a one-hit wonder. But there was a guy named Noel. You probably don't know who that is. Noel, that was really Noel, like the Noel.
I do know Noel. I do know Noel.
Silent Morning.
Yes. I'm on fire.
Yes.
It's hard to find that song anywheres, and I love the song. It's probably one of my top 10 songs of all time.
Oh, I know. Well, he made one other song, but yeah, he was a one-hit wonder. But he's New York, right? I believe he was.
That's funny.
What?
You brought that up. I knew who that was.
Yeah, I thought you wouldn't because I remember being early 20s.
Walter, I'm the man, Walter, because I know. All right? I know. All right? I know it. I know back in the day stuff. All right? I know the blues, Muddy Waters, a Little Walter, Sonny Boy Williamson, and I know Noel. All right? And I know Big Walter and Medium Walter, and you're Medium Walter.
I'm Medium Walter. Well,
yeah. Actually, here you go. Go back to the blues harmonica thing. Two of the greatest harmonica players of all time are Little Walter Jacobs and Big Walter Horton. Both names are Walter.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Right?
I did not know
Another guy, now here's another interesting thing, too. Another guy, there's two Sonny Boy Williamsons also, right? One of the Sonny Boy Williamsons, his name was, I'm trying to think. Wait, one of them had to do with Ford.
Oh.
Yeah, one of them had something to do with Ford. I'm trying to think which one. I think one was legit Sonny Boy Williamson, and I think the other one had something to do with, I think it was whatever. Leave the comments below if you know the answer to that, right?
Yes, leave the comments below.
Leave the comments below. Hashtag iWalter on Instagram. And what's my pairs of 8? Hashtag pairs of 8.
Pairs of 8. I would have to remember that one.
What's your hashtag? What's your Instagram?
Oh, it might be Lennox 2001, I think. Linux number 2.
Dude, you got 12 Instagram pages. Do you have an iWalter Instagram? Maybe you should go that route.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. No, you know what? I don't. I have a Facebook. iWalter Spreaker iWalter page, but no.
So is it like a like page, or how does that work?
I don't know. I mean, it's just what do you call it? Facebook offers you a business page you can set up. It doesn't cost you anything, but it's technically like a business page. But it is, I guess, you can like it, I guess. But I figured it would help. It doesn't really do much, but I have it there.
You got to put it out there.
Yeah.
You're done this.
Yeah.
Share it. I there are times, I wish I was on Facebook again, because I'd be all over this. Sometimes I was doing a creative writing club group. We did this creative writing. We had a couple of guys. We had over 500 people involved, and I would literally just join other pages so I could share my shit on their pages. You know what I mean? I'd ask for permission, of course, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Worst case snenario, they block you. They ask you not to do it again, whatever.
Yeah, well, that's
so, you share the stuff. Please look me up, Walter. We talk about random shit, just like Jerry Seinfeld, right?
Yeah.
Why do we talk like that? Or whatever, right? I don't know. But
there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing. Kramer. I can't do it. I'm horrible.
Kramer. I can't do it. Mike's good, right? Yes,
he is. Actually,
does he do a Seinfeld?
I think he does. Yeah, because he's a big Seinfeld fan as our boss, so he's really into that.
He loves Seinfeld.
He loves Seinfeld.
Who's Josie and the Pussycats?
Oh yes,
from the band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't mean the cartoon? The cartoon's hot too. I'm just joking. Gotta love Elvira. I'll take what I can get. Walter. I got Walter. What's yes?
Go ahead.
No, I can't think of it. Walter. It's good.
Good. Yeah, right. Yeah, there you go. Walterisms, baby.
Oh yeah,
Good.
dude.
So what do you have? What do you have on your walls? What do you have? What are your stuffed animals? What is your? See, it'd be great if you came here. You did this podcast here. I could show you my man cave because I'm currently live in the PFG man cave featuring Ooby Dooby freaking Bubby and then Mamma Mia's the kitty cat.
Yes. Well, we will do that too. We will do that.
No, this will be the last time. You'll probably like, yeah. He's got worse views than zero.
Oh no! Trust me, I get worse. I get 0 views on my solo act. So yeah, I can't. No, I'll do much better.
So here's the thing. All right now.
Yeah.
Are you live? I know you're recording, but are you live? How does that work?
Well, I'm recording it, and then when I'm done, what I do is I'll save this. And then I'll lay down like the intro, and then I'll lay down what we're doing right now, and then I'll lay down the track for the what do you call it, the end part, the ending.
The rock music or whatever. I like it, dude. I dig it, dude. I feel like that you have it. You can do it. You know what I mean? It's just, I guess tweak things here and there. I guess suggestions don't hurt. You know what I mean? Sometimes somebody's suggestion could wake you up. You know what I mean? Whether it's suggestions from, let's say, people from work, your mom and dad, Toby the kitty cat,
Toby,
you know what I mean? Dante from New Jersey, or Dante from Pennsylvania. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's good when I have guests on because it's not just me with my voice and me complaining all the time. It's something different. So, and people, that's what I get. Well, I like complaining, but yeah, it keeps people like I get more listeners when I have somebody like I'm sure I'll get a lot more listeners. I have you on, somebody else besides.
Record, I wasn't afraid. Okay, I wasn't afraid to do this last time. I was not afraid,
folks. He was afraid. He was afraid. No, I'm just.
It was like laziness, probably. I don't know.
I think it was Toby. He's probably the cat was holding a gun.
Toby wasn't available. Toby is now still not available.
Yeah, well, he might have been holding a gun to your head. I wouldn't know.
Maybe I can walk over to him and get him meow. Wait, I'll get him meow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll get him.
Toby the cat.
Oh, he moved.
Uh-oh.
Watch, listen. Say Ooby Dooby. Do you hear any purrs?
I heard something like a split second there.
Say something, Toby.
He was like, "You have to look at me. You can't just hear me. You have to look at me, my beautiful face."
Walter, see Toby.
Toby. Hey, Toby.
Say Ooby freaking Dooby.
Hey, Toby freaking Doby. Toby freaking Doby. No, he's being shy. He's being shy.
Purring. He's purring.
Oh, he is? Toby,
yeah.
you're on the radio, Toby. Toby freaking Doby, you're on the radio. Doing it live.
First podcast.
Yes, it's going to be called the Paul Green and Toby Hour. That a really
was named after a baby from Labyrinth. I don't know. The only thing I remember about that movie is a bulge and what's the name of Privates.
Yeah, no, I don't remember even that. So wait, so Toby's named after Labyrinth character?
Baby from Labyrinth.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Now you're gonna have me interested in checking that out, Labyrinth, just to see.
Tobias.
That would make yes. Okay, no, I never seen it.
He goes by many names, right?
Yeah.
Ooby freaking Dooby, Woo Woo, Woofy.
Toby.
And all your names your mom gives you. Oh, she calls him Potato, just like Pre calls her man Potato.
Oh wow. No, that's pretty
right?
good. He looks like with that bow tie on that one time. He reminds you of a cat version of James Bond. He might be doing some Mr.
Say meow. Say meow, Ooby Dooby. Give me a meow. No, he's purring though. Let me see Mama's. Mama's will meow.
Eh.
Watch. This is Mama Mia's. Say Mama. Mimi. Mama. Mimi. Mimi. Mimi.
Toby freaking
I
Toby.
guess she's stage fright.
Uh-oh. The cats don't want to be on the radio.
Mama Mia is Puerto Rican, by the way.
Oh.
Right?
So.
Hey, Mama's. Hey, Mama. She has many names she goes by, too.
And it's a Spanish name or something.
Leaf. Right? Leafy.
Yeah.
Right? Mama. I don't know. They don't want to listen. They don't want to talk.
You got it.
Right.
Yeah, so you have to tell them whatever.
Whatever. They say whatever.
Yes. Speak to the paw.
Pete to the paw.
Yes. Well, wait. Yeah, they are speaking the paw. When they get off the air, they will. There'll be like us where we have those meetings. And we're asked, well, why do you talk outside of the meetings, not in the meetings? Like, we have questions, we don't have any questions. Same thing with the cats. Excuse me. They're going to wait until we get off air, and then they're going to be, like, talking, storm up, meowing and everything. Exactly. And they get really, really loud, very boisterous. Yep. Pretty much.
Pretty much,
damn cats. By the way, yes.
Go ahead.
Well, the stuff I have in my room, my things, my dolls, or whatever you want to call them, they're mostly all like. I actually have a grumpy cat one because that poor cat passed away. I got one at the convention.
For real?
Yeah, the grumpy cat plush or whatever you want to call it. I got one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Evil Dead doll. Got what is it? Kevin's Jane Silent Bob. I got the Annabelle one. I got a bunch of people. They take these dolls or whatever, and they remake them look like different celebrities. I got a whole shelf full of Lady Gaga, my shrine. A lot of.
So, what do you like, Lady Gaga? What's your fixation with Lady Gaga?
I don't know. It's kind of weird because it happened years ago when I was working at my other job. That at that time period, that it was something I heard her. And I was like, well, she's kind of different. Like. At first, she just sounded like everybody else, kind of, too. You know, when she first came out with Poker Face and stuff. But then she kind of changed and, you know, put on those crazy costumes and those crazy stage things. So I saw her a couple times, like 2 or 3 times in 1 year for the last couple years. And it was just like, it's like she really goes out of her way to put on a performance. So that really just got to me,
Elton
too.
John of...
Yes.
Females.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you know what? That's actually pretty. That's pretty much what it is. I mean, obviously she likes David Bowie too because he was kind of crazy of those costumes and going out of his way to show off in his performances. But there was something like that. It just, you know, she reinvents herself a bit too every time too. So. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's hard to even explain why I have this big fascination, but yeah, I love going to see her concerts. I went to her more than anybody else I really liked as far as musicians, besides Paul Ford Green. Now there I'd go a couple times.
A great harmonica player.
Yes. I mean hands down, I'll go. Well, actually, I saw Corey
Ford 982 on YouTube, or you type in Paul Ford Green on YouTube, and you will find me.
I am tempted to do that now.
Walter.
It's too much work. Walter.
Oh, I didn't tell you to go do it. You don't have to do it.
No. Oh, I'm not doing it. Maybe I am. Yes. Paul Ford.
Huh?
Paul Ford Green, YouTube. And see what comes up real quick. Ford Green kneels for Pledge of Allegiance. That's not you. Now, it says Buddy Green Classic Harmonica Melody Live YouTube. That's not you either. That's pretty
Type in
funny.
Ford 982. Ford 982, like, Ford.
982? 19.
Yeah.
982.
Uh-oh, Mama, he's playing with your toy.
Uh-oh. You can't have that happen.
Dubby. Yeah, he's playing with it.
Well, get him to talk. No.
Yeah, he's playing right now. He's get it, Dubby. Get it, Dubby.
Get him in the move. I think I found your thing because it says Paul Ford Green, and it's you. It is you.
And it has a picture of me outdoors.
Yes, that's the page I have. Yeah, and I have you subscribed to. I'm subscribed to you, and you're playing
There you
your.
go.
So anybody who's listening out there, you could see Paul Ford Green, and see you played a harmonica, and you got a shirtless video on there too. It looks like moves like Mick Jagger.
Yeah, moves like Jagger.
Yep. So guys, you put in Paul Ford Green, and I guess it's 982, but that will come up for just Paul Ford Green for you, and I'll get to see you dance like Mick Jagger without your shirt on.
There's a lot of videos on there. There's my bucket challenge, the bucket challenge.
Ah, you did the bucket challenge.
I didn't use a bucket. I used a cup of water.
That's a good one, though. I like that.
Yeah.
I see an ice bucket challenge with a cup of water. That's great.
Exactly.
Yes.
I used a cup of water. No one got it. I had like 3 views. They're all me.
Actually, it says 27 views.
27. Yeah, they're all me.
Oh, I don't know. You never know.
And then there's I don't know, there's a lot of interesting stuff, not just harmonica. A video when I was a kid down the seaside.
Oh, okay.
Singing to Nukas on a Block.
Well, I mean that's. Or wait, I gotta like your. Okay, you got one like now too. From me on your ice bucket challenge. I gotta go back to the other ones. The Paul Ford Green ice bucket challenge. That's good though. Okay, see, it's PF. Oh, Paul Ford Green Blues. Green Salt and Skin and Bones, folks. And then Amazing Grace, Swanee River 2010, playing the harmonica. Those two. In addition to seeing you as a young tyke. And Everybody Needs Somebody to Love. That was that one I think you showed me when you're playing the Blues Brothers.
I was lip singing when we did the Blues Brothers.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
In high school.
Yeah, I remember you showed me that, but... So now other people who will listen into iWalter have to check out Paul Ford Green and your channel.
Your 3 viewers got to become my 3 viewers.
Yes. Actually, those 3 viewers are turning into 100 viewers, so that'll be good. I like that picture you sent me. I might, if that's okay, I might use that as my podcast cover for this show because I see you have all your videotapes on there too, which is cool.
The picture of me?
Yeah.
Smiling?
Yeah. That's a good picture.
All right, whatever.
Unless you have another
whatever.
one. You can send another one if you want to.
You want me to send another? All right, I'll send another one.
I mean, that one's cool, but if you want another one, that's cool too.
All right, you can send that one. Send that one.
All right.
Because it's original.
Okay, then I'll make that my, what do you call it? My picture. Like I always put those little, whatever you call it, those little snap shots on Spreaker. I'll make that.
Maybe I can send you like a cooler picture, but the dweebier I am, probably the better. It'll be.
No, it's cool. I like it. And by the way, we're going up to an hour and a half. That's good.
Uh-oh.
So,
an hour and a half, all right?
Yep. Well, it's an hour and 23 minutes, but that's close to an hour and a half.
I got my cats playing. Maybe I'll get them talking.
Now, can the cats play the harmonica?
No, but they can play poker.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
they probably win, too.
Mama's won't give up her toy now.
Uh-oh.
Mama's give it up. Give it up.
He doesn't want to.
Give it up. Or you can use a picture of the sandworm that I sent you. Because people are obsessing over that sandworm in my yard.
Oh, yes. I don't know. The other one's cool, though. But I can...
All right. You can take that one. How about a picture of me with the sandworm?
We could do that, too. That's a big sandworm. Also, I see you got a picture of one of your cats. That's not Toby. That's the other one of the cats. Oh, wait.
That's
Toby's...
Mias, yeah.
Oh, okay. But I do see Toby laying on
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, he's laying on the cat tree.
Yes. It's like, yes, I'm tired. I had a hard day doing my modeling. He probably...
He's giving himself...
Yes, give him a bath.
He's giving himself a bath right now.
Uh-oh. So, does Toby, does he, like, walk the catwalk and listen to that Right Fred song, whatever it was?
Right said Fred.
Yeah.
I'm too sexy.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's the
He
thing.
does it.
I believe it.
Too sexy for the kitties. Too sexy for the kitties.
Just too sexy.
The way that disco dancing, I'm a model. You know what I mean? And you do the woo-boo and your boo-boo. So the fiance, right?
Yeah.
She'll pick a song and just put his name in it. Every time every time something comes up, she's like, floofy doof doof on the fluffy. Oh, watch.
Uh-oh. And he's hearing his name.
You heard that? You heard it?
No. I heard something. I heard a purr almost.
Hey, Obi Dibby. That talk, Obi Dibby. Speak. Come on, speak. Say Obi freaking Dibby.
Now, if you could make the words to your cat with that song from back in the day called Amadeus, that would be cool. You know, rock
Amadeus?
me. Yeah, rock me, Toby.
Whoopie, 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 fluffy, 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 whoopie, fluffy, whoop, 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 whoopie. Right?
Yes, it'd be Toby Deus.
Toby Deus, Toby Deus, Toby Deus.
Yeah, you got it down. Toby would.
There you go.
That. Yes, you got the Toby song.
You gotta sing it now too. You gotta sing it.
No, you don't want me to sing.
Why?
I'm a horrible singer.
It's all right. You think I'm great?
Better than me.
I'm in Pennsylvania because I'm too talentless that they kick me out of New Jersey.
I like that one. That's a good one.
Right?
Yeah. I'm dying on that one.
They let the other Paul Green. They're like, oh, we don't want this Paul Green. We'll leave the other Paul Green here.
Yes, the less talented one, and we're going to send the other one to Pennsylvania. The more talented one's going to Pennsylvania. He's going to be making movies with Will Smith, and they're going to be produced by M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Yes. I think it would be good.
Oh, Mama's is up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, what's your favorite M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie?
I guess The Sixth Sense was good. I'm trying to think. Lady in the Water wasn't that bad. And I know a lot of people...
I forgot he did that.
Yeah. That was like a quirky movie because it had a guy who played Pig Vomit in Howard Stern's, what do you call it, Private Parts movie. But...
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong directed Private Parts?
Well, no, the guy who played the main person and main actor in Lady in the Water played a character named Pig Vomit in Howard Stern's Private Parts.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like the guy...
years since that movie.
Oh, I know. It was funny back in the day. Of course.
Yeah, I had to soundtrack that movie. It's a good soundtrack.
Well, it had Rob Zombie on it, too.
Gobble, gobble, wee, gobble, wow, gobble, wee.
Yes.
Hey, gobble, gobble, wee.
It is good.
It is good.
It's good. Yes. Today
right?
is...
So you say,
it's
good.
It's good. Today is a good day to die.
So, it's a good day to be Toby.
It's good. Every day is a good day to be Toby.
Yeah.
Though.
Oh, he just meowed again.
Oh, wow, and I missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you missed 3 of them.
Wow.
It's all right.
He's perfect.
He is. He's going to be freaking Dubby.
Yes. Gotta love that damn cat. That darn cat. Sorry about that. I just banged my my post thing.
You got Catholics listening.
Yes. Now, if those cats could listen in, they could get me some extra hits, which would be perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. Catwoman. Rare.
Yes. Oh. Grrr.
Oh, you do that good, dude.
Yeah. Well, thank you. We gotta love those cats. Oh, yes.
Huh?
Did I miss another purr or something, or a meow?
No, you didn't.
Oh. Well, oh, by the way, everybody was invited. I wasn't, but Dan from work, Dan the mustache man, I understand he was wrestling or something tonight.
Oh,
up in
yeah.
Reading.
That was tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, because I handed around to Lou about it, and I didn't get a response, so...
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because I said, well, what do you call it? Do we work with Maureen? She said, oh, yeah, Lou's going to pick me up, or I'm going to stop by his house, and he's going to drive me up there, or something like that. And I asked Lou, oh, yeah, Maureen was asking about, I guess, meeting up with you to go up there, because it's up in Reading that Dan was doing the wrestling match, and I didn't get really any type of response minus, yeah, I know, she's looking for me. So it was like...
She been going?
Well, everybody apparently from work wanted to see Dan wrestle, and I told him, I said, well, I'm not invited, so why am I going to go? So I didn't go.
You know what? Just show up. I think you're right. I think I got to sing Dan the Mustache Man before I go off the air, by the
yes.
way. Dan the Mustache Man.
Oh, yeah. With a harmonica.
I think when it comes to like somebody, I'm not trying to make myself like to be a perfectionist.
Yeah.
But it seems like when somebody else outside of me creates something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying Dan's thing isn't a success. It probably was a success.
Yeah.
The turnout. But it seems like whenever there's a get together,
Yeah.
like a discussion or meet up somewhere, it seems like they don't fall through.
With,
you know what I mean?
What you mean with Dan? They don't fall through?
No, not with Dan. With just like I heard the Chicken and Pete's thing didn't work out.
Now, who set that up? I know the one you set up actually turned out pretty good, though. That other
it did
one
turn out really good.
Yeah,
but the one like there was one Chicken when Crisco left.
Oh yes, yeah,
a Chicken and Pete's, and from what I heard, like people were just scattered around and not together.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they're all kind of doing their own things. You know what I mean? The people that went.
Yeah, that's kind of weird you mentioned that. I'm actually kind of glad you said that, too, because not to go back to work, but we had that large discussion about, having cliques and stuff at work, I guess, from our boss. And people still do that stuff, inside, outside of work. Like they just did stay in their own little group of people. So it kind of wouldn't surprise me if that happened at Crisco's, last blast type thing. But it seems like
that's kind of one reason why I'm interested in leaving.
Yeah,
because it's
clicky
stuff like that. Yeah, clicks.
Well, you said you had that click. It's just you and one other person. I'm just kidding.
Me and Jacob were a click.
Yeah, you and Jake. That's a big click.
It's not really a click. It's not really a click. Consists of like 3 or more people. Okay,
then it's a clap. It's a clap. I don't know.
It's a clap.
It's a finger snap.
Yeah, that's one person, a finger snap.
Yes, it's partial finger snap. Yeah, I mean it is very clicky there. Well, that's what's impressive. I mean, you should be happy, even though iWalter didn't show up. You did have a lot of people show up that night to that thing you put together. Of course, you worked at it for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think this one, hey, not that anybody listens in, who knows, I might get some type of listener from over in Germany or Canada. So if you folks come down here, what is it, next Friday, you should meet at the Valley Forge, what is that?
Tavern at Valley Forge or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's actually...
Are you going?
Well, that one, they won't send me home because I'm a full-time person, so that's good.
Yeah.
And that will be after work, which would be around like 20 of 11, I guess. And that's like right down the road from like where Walmart is on on Trooper here.
There.
Yeah, so I actually passed it. I was going to take a picture because I was going to joke about, I can't find it, because that place had a fire of some sort, and they remodeled the whole thing. So I haven't been in.
I heard there was a really good pizza place there.
Inside, right?
I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, because there was a pizza place called Parati's years ago, and they went out of business. And the way they made their pizza was like really good. So that Valley Forge Tavern actually had taken over. I guess they got the people who made the pizzas from a place called Parati's to make them there, and they are really good pizzas. They used to call them, I think, red tops, which what that means is the cheese is on the bottom, the sauce is on top. It's kind of weird, but it tastes good. So that might be an incentive to go. And I think you set up this time to make sure we have food too, I guess. I heard the last time, I guess they were closing down the food, I guess.
I just we just make sure the kitchen's open.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so people can get something to eat.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm not buying nobody anything, I gotta take care of myself, I don't got that money.
No,
you know what I mean?
Neither do I, actually. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's more a camaraderie thing, last time being around, these people, and, you want to enjoy camaraderie, I guess.
Well, that's true. And the clicks. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Well, the click will be the click. You know who the click is, but
yeah,
you kind of can tell. If you were there the last time, you could tell who the click is.
Yeah, it's Paul, Ford Green, and Jacob. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're right, though. Yeah, the people kind of...
No.
It's like milk and water, or whatever you want to say. Like they just...
I created up a group name for me, him, and Kiefer was Dixon Marvel Comics.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually, that's really good.
DMC. That's what it means, DMC.
Oh, DMC. Actually, that's actually... I like that.
Yeah. Like Run DMC.
Yeah.
But we're just the DMC or something like that.
The DMC. I like that.
Yeah.
The Paul Ford Green Group.
I'm creative sometimes.
Sometimes. All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Or like, remember, what's the Walter ego? Hitler.
Hitler. Yeah, because I think Mike, did he come up with that or something else? You came up with
I came up with that. I came up with something similar to that.
Oh,
but,
yes.
He came up with something too.
No, you're right. Yeah. He came up with something different, but yeah, you said mine would be almost like well, you had your one uncle that was like Chaplin.
Chaplin mustache.
Yes.
Kind of like salute, like a high salute.
Yeah.
Not, high, raising hand high. It's just halfway, like a waving high.
Yeah, you would say with me it would be like hey.
Yeah, exactly. What was Mike's?
I can't remember what Mike's was. I remember you talking about that, though. I do remember you talking about that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember him saying something.
Yeah, that'd be...
And you liked the idea.
Well,
this is something about your initials.
Oh,
you were talking about, something about ice, because what's his name was calling himself Wildfire.
Oh, yeah.
And you're the opposite of him.
Yeah, Rim. Rim was Wildfire. I don't think Rim...
Yeah.
You know what? It was funny you mentioned that, because I did mention the Rim. I actually sent him on his instant message. I sent him a song, Wildfire. It's like, I don't think he understands that the way he portrayed when you think of Wildfire. It's about that song about that horse. But I don't know how that ever started, but I don't know. But yeah, the icing.
Obviously, it didn't work well because of the way he talks about it anymore.
No, I'm kind of glad because it kind of ruined the song. I like that song, by the way. So it's a depressing song, but he kind of it didn't go over too big. Thank God.
I was trying to do the Gurky thing, but that didn't last a day.
No, it's hard to. I don't know. Certain things stick with people, and other things don't. I I don't know why, but this is the way it is there, it seems like. Things like we had some fun, I don't know. I won't go into that now. I'll save that for another podcast. We used to have more fun joking around than, you know, it depends on the group of people I guess you have there, too. And now we're losing Paul Ford Green, Jacob, and who knows who else at this point.
Well, yeah, I know one other person has an interview.
Yeah.
S. Howerson. I think there's somebody else that's putting in their notice soon.
Oh.
I don't know if they... Huh?
No, I said,
I know of.
Yeah. You do know of somebody else leaving, though.
I do know if, the person told me recently, but I don't know if they are following through with it, or maybe it's just hearsay, or I'm not going to give a name, because you're like, oh, Paul Green said this, or just rumors about this person.
Oh, I don't have to say it because it's going to be on the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You can leave your guesses in the comments of who you think it's going to be.
Well, yeah. Well, I would say all 5 listeners then can figure it out. But with you, it might be actually over 5. It's going to be definitely over 5. It's going to be
7.
7, more like
7.
700. You never know.
100.
100.
You know what? Let's just say, what happens? Let's just say if this podcast blows up, right?
Yeah.
And we get thousands of listeners.
That would be very sweet.
What happens? What do we get out of this?
Well, a pat on the back and a that boy. But other than that, probably not.
a once a month cameo.
Well, that would be good too. Yeah, then I'll be having you on a lot more often. Then I'll tell you that much. I will definitely have you more often. Because I don't get many listeners unless I put something in the name that catches people's attention.
I'm going to be here in this one.
You want to be there?
No. What's your theme? What's your your title? Your headline?
Oh, easy. I'm just going to call it
tagline.
Well, guest host Paul Ford Green.
Paul Ford Green just poops his pants.
Yeah, just pooped his pants. That would be good too. So how do you get... Well, you know what? I'm going to cut you short soon anyway because I'm going to have to relieve myself. No, I'm just kidding. But
no, it's all right. I understand. I have a sexy voice.
Well, you do. And that alone is...
So do my cats.
Yes. Well, if they would talk, I would believe that. I believe you, though. But no, because we're going up to an hour and 41 minutes, believe it or not. See, when you have
we can hang. What's your? I was just thinking about this recently too. Do you have like a sign off line? Like,
I always
like Chevy Chase has that. I'm Chevy Chase and you're not.
No, I just say this is Walter from iWalter, and people are going to think this is the end of the show, but this is Walter from iWalter, and I'm signing off for now. That's usually what I say. If I have a guest host, and I say thank you for being on the show, and then I say that.
Yeah, you should say bro.
Bro.
Walter from iWalter, bro.
Walter, bro, that has a fro.
Bro, I got a fro.
You do have a fro. You got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
You're gonna look
Afro.
Well, as soon as your hair gets long, you're gonna look like Peter Frampton back in the day when he had hair.
Yep, Peter Frampton comes all the time.
Yeah, there'd be Paul Frampton. Paul Frampton Ford.
Paul Frampton.
Paul Air Frampton. So how do you get the name Ford as your middle name? Was that like
Ford was my great-great-grandfather's first name. His name is Ford J. Weist.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, because it sounds like it'd be a last name. I didn't realize that could be a person's first name. That's interesting now. Yep.
Well, it was more of a common name back in like the 1900s, early 1900s.
Yeah, you don't hear
it's
that.
It's not as common now.
No, I didn't ever hear it.
I've actually personally met someone with the name Ford though, which is weird.
Besides Ford Fairlane. No,
yes.
No, but I didn't know that. You actually met somebody recently with in the
No, not recently. Actually, when I was a kid.
No, I mean like modern times though. You met somebody with the name Ford.
Yeah. 50 years ago I did.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty interesting. I did not know that. I mean, it doesn't come like because Henry Ford, who made Ford Motor Companies, that's his last name is Ford.
Yeah. Well, I think like one reason why I like it because Paul Green's an extremely common name. Everybody in the Brothers' name is Paul Green. You know what I mean?
Well,
like I said, Paul Green from New Jersey. There's another Paul Green at the employment place. So Ford kind of separates that a little bit. You know what I mean?
You know what? Excuse me. It actually does. Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's spelled the same way, I assume, too, with the E on the end. Green with an E on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I looked up, I see a lot of. I didn't know that's like. I think of green. I think of GREEN. But
Well, I'm EEN. I'm EEN. I'm like the color.
well, no, you have an E on the end of your name, right?
No, I have no E in the end. No E on the end.
I don't know where I got.
I have the
to.
color.
Oh, like the color. Okay, because I must be misspelled. Never mind. No.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
there is
yeah.
one with the E
So-
on the end.
I know of an Undertaker, right?
Yeah.
An Undertaker friend of mine. He said I was either going to be famous or I was going to be like a masked murderer.
So you're gonna be infamous. No.
Yeah, infamous or famous.
Just like the Joker said in the Tim Burton movie years ago, if I can't be famous, I'll be infamous. No, I think you're gonna be. You are. You still have time. You're younger than me. You'll become famous, and you are becoming famous. Not for my Walter though. That would be that's not going to happen. Not
I'm
off
going
my
to be
show.
famous for my Palter.
For your iPalter, the Paul Ford Green Palter Show.
Paul for Green Tur.
Yeah, Palter Green Tur, and
Paul Turd.
Paltered, and
Paltered.
your first guess will have to be Toby.
Toby and Walter.
Toby and Walter. Toby.
Tobias, he's looking at me.
Yes, Tobias. Why aren't you talking? You could be on the air right now with Paul Green.
He doesn't know what's going on. I
Yeah.
was just now.
He really?
My cat, yeah.
That's a good cat. He knows that. He knows he's good.
Walter's the best.
Yes.
I mean, I was thinking of my cat and I said Walter, sorry.
Oh,
I confused you with my cat.
well, my name is Tobias. The human form.
Waltias.
Yeah, Waltias. I'm Waltias. I come from.
See, this is the good thing. This is the good thing. That this is what I like to hear with this podcast. Doing just random shit.
Yes. Yes. Well, you will hear random shit with Walt Bias.
Waltias.
Well, Waltias, yes.
And Obi freaking Doby.
With with Toby freaking Doby.
And Dante from Denver.
Dante from Denver.
Denver, Pennsylvania.
Yes. Or Red Bank, Pennsylvania. Well, I don't know. I'm just.
There's a Denver, Pennsylvania, right?
I didn't know that actually. There is.
Yeah, there is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of.
There's a Palmyra, Pennsylvania. I've been in I lived in Palmyra, New Jersey for a couple years, right?
Yeah.
I've been in both Palmyra, Pennsylvania, and lived in Palmyra, New Jersey. I just thought it was really weird.
It is kind of weird. It is kind of weird. Like
Yeah.
I thought there's like some other places that are the same name for like.
Yeah. I'm definitely like, but I mean, I don't think people live their lives thinking, oh, I'm going to meet, two Paul Greens in my life, you know what I mean? Or I'm going to meet two Walter Iriantos or Iriantes or I from Toronto.
Yes. Or enter there. Enter there. Yeah, you're right.
Now,
Well, now that I met you, I know a lot of greens because I look them up online.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I spell it Greene, but that's besides
no
the point.
E.
No E. It's like green. That's why you are the green. In fact, where we work, our new, it's not going to be red shirts. It's going to be green shirts that we're going to have to wear.
Debbie?
Toby's back, and he's badass.
Hey, Obi Debbie.
Obi Doby. You mean the cat?
Obi Debbie.
That cat is one mean mother. Watch your mouth. Watch your purse.
Come on, Obi Debbie. Say something.
Is that the cat purring, or is that something
Yeah,
else?
that's her. That's him purring.
Oh, wow. That's a loud purr. That is a perfect cat. Well, folks, and Obi Doby, you know what, Paul? We are coming up on 1 hour and 50 minutes. This is good. But
I'll let you go, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna round this up. I mean, and you'll be able to hear this later on with everybody else because I'll send you a link too.
This is iPolter.
This is iPolter
signing off.
Signing off. But before I sign off, I want to make sure I round anything up you want to talk about with Obi Toby and the other cats in the house. You literally have a cat house. Was that a cat that just meowed?
We have a cat haunted house.
You have a cat haunted house, and you got Tim Burton stuff out on the lawn for Halloween for a Nightmare Cat Before Christmas. So, anything you would like to say before we would round this up, and we will round this up now. Nothing. Uh-oh. Toby. Walter. This is... All right. Paul.
All right. I'll let you go, dude.
Well, Paul, thank you for doing this show. We will do more, and I can even, bring the stuff over to the house. I do have webcams, but they're a little bit messed to hook up, because webcams, you can actually shoot video and talk and do all that nonsense that I love doing. But, Paul, I appreciate this. We got a 2-hour show tonight, almost. That's really good. So I appreciate that. And it was very fun. It was definitely very fun. It was less boring than me just doing it myself. And I got to hear the cat purr, so that helped. It did. Had to hear Toby. But, folks, this is Walter from iWalter. Does that sound good? This is Walter from iWalter.
I got to pee.
He's got to pee, folks. So we are signing off for now. We are off there. So have a good one. And this is Walter with Paul Ford Green. Sure. Paul Ford Green, spelled Green with no E on the end. So I made a mistake. Everyone, have a good night. And I hope you listen in.